Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 12th episode of Hikaru no Go. Last episode, what happened? Well, Hikaru slash Sai were able to take down the middle-aged dude that was not very nice to Mitani. And they were able to, get his money back and all that, so we're gonna try to get him to join our club this episode, so we have our 3 people for tournaments and stuff, so I think that will go rather smoothly, maybe not perfectly, maybe we'll have to really kind of persuade him a bit, but I think he'll get on board, with the right words. Hikaru's got away with words after all, so let's see how that goes. 3, 2, 1, play. And if I was going to obtain the hand of God, I would probably prefer it to be, Aqua. I wouldn't mind having her hand. I wonder if we'll ever get a new opening with this show. I would assume so with the amount of episodes. Hopefully we get a new one at like episode 13 or 14 around there. Could you look any more evil? You are the third board. I guess they mean third team member. Yeah, not until you agree to join a club. That's the whole point. Yeah, you're good. Oh, well that was actually easier than I thought. Well, there you go. Here's your money. Here's your application. Come on. Wow. That's not a very good trade. Oh, sigh. Yeah, no betting here. Yeah, white suits Hikaru a bit better. No more cheating, dude. He did say that, yeah. He sort of said that, I guess. It's also your fault for doing something very rude. Yes, he told him. Nothing quite like bragging about cheating. Yeah, hopefully we can rehabilitate him. Hikari! Hikaru, you better stop being mean to Hikaru or we're gonna have a problem. Because if a cute girl came into my club room to offer me cookies, I'd sound a bit more appreciative. uh, I swear I didn't tell anyone else. Does not deserve a cookie. Yeah, that was the whole idea. Well, we just ran into a roadblock. I guess he wouldn't like tournaments because you can't really cheat in them, so that's not too surprising. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not going so well. It started out so good, but at least do one tournament and see how it goes from there. Oh. I mean, I guess it wasn't really meant to be a shot against Mitani, but... Kyuu does have a certain ace, doesn't they? Don't they? Without cheating, preferably. Yeah. But you can't cheat in a tournament. It's much harder to get away with. And besides, you already lost like an episode or two ago, so... So it's not very convincing. It probably wouldn't be a good thing. Okay. I'm sure that was a great game. And by the way, get a haircut, dude. That should be fun. Makes sense. Good luck. Well, Toya, you have another match. Those are always so fun. That got their attention. Man, yeah, everyone's focus is over there. And yeah, there's the dark tint over the screen. You know, to really get across the seriousness and evilness of this match. And everybody else just calls him Hikaru, so you kind of throw me off when you do that. Makes sense. Dishonest conduct. But yeah, like Akira believes that Hikaru is the most powerful, so he would be surprised by that. Because yeah, that's this whole point is I want to fight Hikaru, so And yeah, that's the obvious example. Obvious results, rather. Does that make him feel any better? I wouldn't know. Well, as usual, an Akira game ends on a depressing note. Okay. Pretty good timing. Yeah, I figured. No surprises there. Yeah, who cares about the girls, apparently. He said he would think about it. He never agreed that he would. Which, you know, if you know adults, you know, it usually just means that they don't want to give you the answer they know you don't want to hear. Whenever they say they'll think about something. So that was cigarettes, okay. Sounds fun. How old is he exactly? 112? He's younger than you, I'm sure. Oh, wow. Yeah, those whippersnappers. Well, you know, we got some pretty good new people like Hikaru and Akira. No, I think we established that like last episode. It's good to hear. He's having a great time. Nice home they got there. Well, it has the potential to do that, but it also has the potential to get a lot of people butthurt. Because Hikaru's there. Because Hikaru's there and I want to battle him. You don't understand, father. Tell us how you really feel. It's as simple as that, really. No way. Did they just bump into him? But Hikaru taught me that straight is not the way to go. I really do love this music. The show in general has some pretty good music. That's where the father should ask, so do you have a thing for this kid, or... That was a pretty good line. Yeah, here we go. More yelling. He technically did say something like that, so... I mean, it's not wrong. Well, maybe we could convince Hikaru to go firstborn. But, of course there's a but. I guess so. Does not leave much room for arguing. But, man, Akira can't catch a break, can he? It's like nothing ever really works out for him. Wow. Definitely serious. Will that sway him? Well, no answer. But wow, I did not think Akira would get quite like that. Definitely shows how important it is to him, though. And then to contrast that, we just got the happy-go-lucky Hikaru over here. He's always serious. Don't tell me how to play Go, Mom. Yeah, he does not like Mitani. You know, so... You wouldn't have anything to worry about. You stop being mean to Akari. Yeah, I remember that. You did tell her a bit about that. He doesn't appreciate you, Akari. Just give me the food instead. I do look forward to seeing Akari actually playing some Go. Because it's clearly building up to that. Yeah. That's how he kind of made a name for himself. And he still won. But that was mostly Sai. It kind of is. Try your best and forget the rest. Everything's simple in Hikaru's head. Yeah, I would never do such a thing. But who will that third board be? That's the question. So do I. Okay. I guess he got through to him. Looks like... and the great music plays. But it looks like his feelings definitely moved him. Yes, you can't not fight me now. Yes, he came all this way. He did all of that just to get to you. So I really do love this music. Just in the background of Akira's serious face full of conviction, it's great. It's great. The show is called Hikaru no Go, but Akira really does feel like more of the main character. At least to me. Not by a lot, really, but just a little bit. Kind of reminds me a little bit of how I felt when I first started watching Naruto as a kid, when the show was called Naruto, and yet everybody seemed to really focus on Sasuke. And I thought, why isn't the show just called Sasuke? He's clearly the, you know, the cooler, more powerful character that everyone seems to want a piece of. It reminds me a little bit of that. Yeah, it's not easy to see Akira make a face like that. Probably gonna have a decent amount to say on this episode. But first, let's get some live-action Go lessons from Yukari-sensei. Okay. I can't read text while it moves, don't be silly. There's not a lot of places to go, really, so, you know. Try again. Yeah, it captures it. Good job, Yuki-kun. Knew you had it in you. I will definitely have a nice 2002. I mean, I was like 12 years old, so... Anime was certainly a little bit before my anime watching career. Because I didn't get serious into watching anime, like, as a regular seasonal thing until, like, 2010. Before that, it was just basically I just watched, you know, whatever anime was on TV, and then I watched whatever was just really recommended, you know? But anyway, that was the 12th episode of Hikaru no Go. This anime. Well, this episode, rather. Yeah, this, basically the first half was really about getting Mitani on board. It actually wasn't that hard to get him to join the club. That was actually surprisingly easy. But we ran into some hiccups because he's not really into doing tournaments. He didn't really give a reason on that. My speculation is just that he doesn't really like that kind of environment, especially because you can't really cheat in it. Because a lot of tournaments, I mean, maybe it's not big of a thing in junior tournaments, but generally professional tournaments, they watch you. They take a lot of precautions so you can't cheat, so... Yeah, it's really a lot harder to cheat than in, say, a Go Salon where they know you're cheating, but they kind of let you get away with it. So, definitely a bit of a different thing. But yeah, Mitani and Tsutsui, still hate that name, really do butt heads. Like, there's... Yeah, we need to really work on that, but... Just... Yeah, there's really not much to say on that beyond the fact that they kind of need to work on it. They don't necessarily have to be friends, but they have to be able to get along a bit better than that to be proper teammates. You know, yeah, Hikaru show up with cookies, you know, and yeah, Hikaru sounds like some annoyance just showed up, so I still don't get what his problem is. Like, just, he's really been irritating me a little bit with the way he treats Hikaru. she's like done nothing wrong, really. She just shows up with cookies and lunches, and he's just so rude to her. It's definitely my least favorite thing about Hikaru right now is the way he treats her. But, yeah, Tsutsui kind of wandering off, taking her to where she can drop that stuff off. Meanwhile, on Akira's side of things, Akira, now, basically he faced off against someone in the club, but you know that ended how you expected it to. Kind of hurt his opponent's confidence as it usually does, and they announced the 3 boards, which Akira was number 3 after he specifically asked the teacher to put him number 3. He was put at number 1 with the simple logic that Akira's the best I got, so that's where he put him. But the problem is that's not where Hikaru was, so he can't face him, and that was the whole reason why he showed up here. So he did not take that lying down. Even the other club members were shocked at just how much he cared about that. Like, he just stood up and yelled at the teacher over it. And yeah, eventually he actually was able to get him to change his mind by really showing him how much he cared about it and giving him that ultimatum about quitting the club and all that. So in the end, he was able to do that. And it was a big deal because, like I said, that is what he's been fighting for this whole time. You know, way back when Akira went to, you know, Hikaru's school, Haze Academy, and stood outside the window and talked to him, like, at the time, I kind of thought that scene was a little bit overdramatic. But I kind of changed my mind on that after a while, because that really was the start of all of this. Just Akira's personal quest to get Hikaru to actually fight him in a match, because that really was what Akira's been doing for the longest time, has been working towards that end. Joining that school, joining the club, fighting for that board spot. Like, he's been working towards that, you know, fighting against all these people that are against him for that purpose. So it may not seem like a big deal to some people, but that has been a very, very big deal to Akira. And he's been making a lot of decisions based on that end goal. Even talking to his father about how Hikaru has changed his way of doing things, how Hikaru has changed Akira's outlook on becoming a pro. Like, the pathway is not a straight line towards his father. That probably won't get him where he wants to be. And yeah, Hikaru, I don't think he truly realizes just how much of an effect he has had on Akira's life. But I know it was a serious scene and all that, but during that scene where he's talking to his father about Hikaru, I couldn't help but just imagine some guy in the background just yelling out, "Gay!" You know, because of just how it kind of sounds. But, you know, it's a serious scene, so I try not to make any gay jokes there. I may have slipped up a little bit, but, you know, it's just how it goes. But it didn't end with Hikaru, like I said, and Akira both at that tournament together, both on the 3rd board, so they will face each other if Hikaru doesn't get kicked off, you know, before that. So now it's a matter of how if he does end up against Akira, it's a matter of how he will do it, because he can't fight him by himself. He needs to use Sai's help to have any chance against Akira. You know, maybe that'll change sometime in the future, but we're like at episode 12. Like, Hikaru is not at Akira's level yet, not without Sai's help, so it's not really time for that. So it's a matter of whether or not he will face him with just his own skill, or if he will use Sai. Because if he just faces him with his own skill, that Akira will be very, very unhappy, because he doesn't know about any of how that works. All he knows is that Hikaru probably held back or something against him. So he kind of has to use Sai, or else it will be a really big... Akira will make a big scene about it, so he kind of has to, I guess. Otherwise things will end poorly. So that's something to think about. Definitely something to think about. Say anything else to really say with this episode? Man, it's just so low quality. Akari has mentioned that she is getting better at Go, you know, learning things from Tsutsui, so I do hope we do get to see her, like, fully dive into it and pursue it and actually face off in tournaments herself. That'd be great to see, you know, because it does seem like we are building towards that. I mean, we had that one little scene where Akira's father talked to the one guy about, you know, Go and titles and how young people don't hold on to them very long and all that, which was kind of funny. I don't know how much more that old guy will see, but... you know, he seemed like an interesting guy. But yeah, aside from Akira, the big thing is, of course, Mitani. Like, what will he do? Will he try to cheat in this tournament? Hopefully not, because we actually had the little thing pop up that told us about how, yeah, I can't remember the phrasing, but basically it's telling you not to cheat. That's basically what it said. So yeah, hopefully Mitani can do that. Because he is good. They specifically said that Mitani is good even without cheating, so why do you cheat? I mean, the only real explanation is the fact that he's just that paranoid about losing, and there's just the stakes are just that high for him that he felt that was necessary. But hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he does not cheat. Hopefully he does not screw over his club, because that would be really unfortunate. Can you imagine if he cheated and they got them kicked out of the tournament before he had a chance to face off against Kyuu, against Akira? Imagine how salty Akira would be. That would be a big scene as well. But anyway, yeah, Akira is definitely going down a path of growth, with Hikaru's help, and Hikaru is kind of doing the same thing, I guess, but in a much less dramatic fashion. So it'd be interesting to see when they actually face off with each other, if they face off against each other. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.